Why do so many men overlook the warning signs right in front of them? Is it due to blind optimism, a fear of loneliness, or the misguided belief that they can change her? Regardless of the reason, one thing is clear. Ignoring red flags will come at a cost. It can affect your happiness, self-respect, and even your mental well-being. Let's be honest. Not every woman is worthy of your time, energy, or focus. Some will reveal their true selves not through subtle hints, but through their own words. Pay attention. If a woman tells you who she is, take her at her word the first time. Overlooking these signs can lead to heartbreak. Relationships aren't about rescuing someone from their toxic patterns. Staying in a situation where the signs are clear isn't noble, it's self-sabotage. Moreover, some men hear these warnings and convince themselves it's just a temporary phase. That's a mistake. These statements reflect her reality, how she perceives you, and how she will treat you. Choosing to walk away isn't an act of cruelty, it's an assertion of self-respect. In this video, we'll explore the 5 most dangerous things a woman can say, phrases that should prompt you to pause, reflect, and consider leaving. These red flags are often brushed off as trivial, but they are significant. If you truly want to safeguard your peace and create a future with the right partner, mastering the ability to walk away is essential. Get ready. This isn't just another relationship discussion. It's about preserving your dignity, self-worth, and future. Let's dive in. The initial warning sign. I'm not sure if I even like you. At first glance, this may appear innocuous. Everyone has their moments of uncertainty, right? Not quite. This isn't mere doubt. It's a significant warning sign. It indicates a lack of respect, interest, and commitment, and remaining in this situation will only deplete you emotionally. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual effort and attraction. If she candidly states that she doesn't even know if she likes you, she's clearly indicating your position as an option, not a priority. This remark typically suggests one of 2 scenarios. She's emotionally unavailable and unable to establish a genuine connection, or she's keeping you around while exploring other possibilities. If you encounter this, your reaction should never be to try harder, persuade her, or demonstrate your worth. You are not a salesperson. If she fails to recognize your value, that's her loss, not yours. A woman who makes this statement is often gauging how much disrespect you will accept, keeping you in the wings until someone more appealing comes along, or hoping you'll take the hint and leave. And if you don't, you may find yourself dissecting her words, doubting your own value, and putting in extra effort for someone who has already expressed disinterest. A man of high value avoids this pitfall. He simply walks away. Picture yourself on a date where everything seems fine, and then she nonchalantly states, "I'm not sure if I even like you." Many men would panic, overanalyze, and attempt to salvage the situation. You, however, will not. The reality is, this situation reflects her issues, not yours. A man who respects himself doesn't wait for someone to determine his worth. So, what's your move? You walk away. No debates, no persuasion, no waiting for her to reconsider. A woman who genuinely values you will make that clear without hesitation. She won't leave you in doubt. In summary, recognize your value. Your time and energy are precious. Don't squander them on someone who is uncertain about you. A high-value man doesn't pursue indecision. He exits with assurance. The second warning sign. You're too good for me. Initially, this may come off as a compliment, and you might feel a sense of pride, believing she recognizes your worth. However, this is not a genuine compliment. It's a cautionary statement. When a woman expresses this, she isn't elevating you. She's establishing emotional distance. It indicates that she feels unprepared to invest the same level of energy, values, or commitment as you do. If she's already considering giving up before the relationship truly starts, what does that say about its potential? This statement often serves as a red flag, suggesting she may lack the confidence to engage in a meaningful relationship, has no desire to reciprocate your respect and care, or simply wants to keep you around without genuine commitment. The reality is that someone who thinks you're too good may either undermine the relationship or leave you feeling emotionally exhausted as you try to convince them otherwise. While you might wish to reassure her that she is indeed good enough, that responsibility isn't yours. Her insecurities are hers to address, not yours to resolve. Imagine this scenario. You're dating someone, everything seems positive, and one night she says, "You're such a great guy. Honestly, you're too good for me." It may seem like she appreciates your value, but in truth, she's quietly planning her departure. What she's really conveying is, "I'm not ready or able to meet your expectations, so don't count on me to." This changes the dynamic. You find yourself reassuring her, "No, you're wonderful. You're just fine as you are." Instead of fostering a connection, you end up seeking her approval, trying to make her acknowledge what should be clear. You're a great partner. If she genuinely thought you were too good for her, she would either strive to match your level or gracefully step back. A woman who expresses this sentiment is likely emotionally unavailable, or trying to alleviate her guilt for not matching your efforts. In either case, staying will only lead to disappointment. So, what should you do? Move on, politely but decisively. You might say, "If that's how you feel, I won't hold you back." Demonstrate that you won't settle for lukewarm interest or misplaced doubts. The key point is straightforward. A confident, high-value man doesn't waste time trying to prove his worth to someone who recognizes it, but isn't prepared to elevate herself. Value yourself enough to walk away when necessary. The third red flag. Hearing, "My ex was better at that," is not just a casual comment. It's a direct insult that diminishes your efforts, your uniqueness, and your value in the relationship. No man wants to feel overshadowed by someone else. Being compared to an ex is not only disrespectful, but also emotionally exhausting, putting you in an unspoken rivalry with someone who should be irrelevant. If she continues to make these comparisons, it indicates she hasn't truly moved on. Why should you bear the weight of a past relationship you weren't part of? If she's emotionally stuck, she can't offer you the respect and attention you need. Imagine if the situation were reversed. If you casually said your ex was a better cook, she would feel unappreciated and inadequate. Yet, some believe it's acceptable to measure you against someone they chose to leave. This issue goes beyond an ex. It's about boundaries and respect. A healthy relationship focuses on creating something new, not dwelling on the past. If she's preoccupied with what someone else did better, she's not paying attention to you. Let's be clear. A woman who holds on to her past lacks the emotional maturity to value her current relationship. If she can't appreciate the present, she shouldn't be part of your future. A man with self-respect won't accept being a second choice or a stand-in for someone else. If she still uses her ex as a standard, let her return to him while you seek someone who genuinely values you. The fourth warning sign. Let's clarify something. A relationship isn't a competition, and you're not a player trying to win someone's favor. When a woman says, "You need to prove yourself to me," she isn't encouraging genuine effort. She's creating an uneven power dynamic that keeps you in pursuit. This is a tactic masked as a challenge, and if you fall for it, you'll find yourself jumping through hoops, seeking validation that should never have been conditional. A man of high value doesn't need to prove himself. His worth isn't defined by passing endless tests or meeting ever-changing standards. Yet, many men hear these words and think, if I just try harder, she'll realize I'm the one. Wake up. This isn't about love. It's about control. What she's really communicating is, you're not enough as you are. You must go above and beyond to be worthy of me. This isn't support. It's a game that keeps you in a cycle of proving, chasing, and doubting yourself. Why do so many men accept this? Because they've been taught that love is something to be earned. Society encourages men to idolize women and to strive endlessly to be deemed worthy of affection. But true love isn't about proving yourself. It's about mutual respect, shared effort, and compatibility. If you're always being told to prove your worth, consider this. What is she proving to me? A healthy relationship is a partnership, not a one-sided chase. The message is clear. Stop auditioning for love. A woman who genuinely values you won't test your worth like a judge. Love should uplift you, not deplete you. So stop proving, stop chasing, and walk away from anyone who fails to recognize your value unless you meet their criteria. The fifth red flag. The phrase, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, may initially seem empowering, but let's analyze it. Often, this statement serves as a justification for toxic behavior. Instead of owning their shortcomings and striving for improvement, individuals who use this line place the responsibility on you, expecting you to tolerate chaos, disrespect, and dysfunction without question. The reality is that nobody is perfect, and everyone has bad days. However, there is a significant difference between occasional difficulties and a consistent pattern of harmful behavior. Using this phrase as a defense mechanism essentially communicates, I refuse to change, so you must accept it. But why should you? A healthy relationship should be founded on mutual effort, respect, and personal growth. If someone expects you to endure their worst without any accountability, they are not seeking a healthy partnership. They want someone to absorb their toxicity rather than someone to grow with. Many men fall into this mindset, thinking that love means tolerating constant disrespect and emotional manipulation. But consider this. Why should you accept someone who uses their worst moments as a permanent excuse instead of working to improve? A woman who genuinely values you will not weaponize her flaws against you. She will recognize them and strive to improve, not just for you, but for the relationship and herself. Ultimately, this phrase is often employed by those unwilling to evolve, and a person who refuses to grow is not someone with whom you should envision a future. As a man of integrity, your purpose isn't to endure someone else's worst behavior. It's to create something significant with someone who is equally invested. Don't allow this phrase to make you feel guilty for accepting unacceptable behavior. When you encounter it, see it for what it truly is, a warning sign, and walk away confidently. The harsh reality is that remaining in a relationship where toxic attitudes are commonplace will only diminish your self-esteem. You are not meant to be an emotional outlet, a backup option, or a fixer-upper. If a woman thinks this phrase excuses her negative actions, it's not just her words that are harmful, it's her entire perspective. A toxic mindset cannot foster a healthy relationship. Ironically, when you choose to leave, the same woman who disrespected you may come to realize what she has lost. Why? because men who recognize their worth are uncommon, and when you withdraw your respect and effort, the silence will resonate more than any argument could. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had someone say something that made you doubt your value? Share your experience in the comments. I'll read through them because this isn't just a video. It's a community. Let's connect, share, and grow together as men who expect respect and offer it in return. Remember, you are not here to be tolerated. You are here to be valued. Walk away when respect is absent and watch your life change for the better.